Hello, good people of the internet. Hello to my league, and hello to everyone that watches these videos. Welcome to Gear Roundup video. This is going to do one of two things. I'm going to show you where the gears are located, and also how much you can expect to pay for them and that kind of stuff. Now, I've tried doing one of these videos before, but it turned out to be about 8 or 9 minutes too long, so I'm very much expecting this one to go into two parts. Okay, so I'm going to do the hero version after I do the villain version. I've got two tunes, but rather than going with my first main tune that I created, I'm going to go with my second tune, Ictoricus. He's changed a little bit more. I was able to buy some of the Bombardier gear. I already have the Let's Core Renowned Gear, the hijack servitor. That's the chest piece and the shoulder pieces. So I thought, well, if I'm going to wear the Brainiac Bombardier stuff, I might as well wear Brainiac gear. So yeah, while still maintaining the lantern colours at the same time. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go from the main chamber where the mailboxes are into the tech wing, and then go in a straight line towards the magic center. So I'm going to go from over there where that symbol is to that one over there via this one. So I'm going to go in a straight line, and hopefully that's going to save time. So what I'm going to do is go through the gears and with a quick summary at the end of them as to what you can expect to pay when you go for them. Okay. Right, the Renowned Gear for the Rogues is available from Heatwave over here. That's the first PvE gear that you can buy after doing some bounty missions and all that other gubbins that you're allowed to do. That is the what's that? Is that Bulwark of Madness? Yeah, Bulwark of Madness is what you can get. That's available for cash and Marks of Triumph. Now, I remember first off that there being tubes like the tube over there with the Joker's crappy gear in, that had the Kryptonian set for everyone. If your mentor was like mine is, Lex Luthor, you came into either the tech wing or the magic wing, and there were the 4 tubes here for the Kryptonian set, but they were empty. They've removed them from here, but they've filled up the magic wing with the new Pve Tier 4s. Given that the next DLC update is more than likely going to be PvP based, or PvP based, we might see some Tier 3, proper Tier 3 PvP gear, akin to the Kryptonian set, just for PvP, which would be very cool. Anyway, this one is the PvP Tier 2 set that you can get, although the DCUO book.com calls this one Tier 1 PvP. So, alright, I always thought that the Bloodbat set was Tier 1 PvP, but fair enough. I'm going to call this PvP Tier 2 anyway, because I consider the Bloodbat set to be PvP Tier 1. This one's available for influence, and you get to look like Deathstroke, very cool. Over here you've got PvE Tier 1, which is Mr. Freeze's gear, sold by Mr. Freeze. You'll see quite a few tunes rocking this out with different colours, because you can colorise the glacial spikes on the back of it. It looks very cool. There are, let me see, House of El Warsuit, Steel Suit Mark 1, and the Shroud of Anubis, and then this one, Joker's Punchline. the 4 crappiest armours in the game. All the history of the Joker, and they came up with that. It does look very cool sometimes if you get the colour scheme just right, but that's available for marks of distinction. Don't worry, I'm going to give a rundown of how much all of these things are worth. Now, there are side passages. I'm not going to go into the main chamber. I'm going to go through the side passage, which will take you via the bank. Oh, typical. There we go. I'm doing this one-handed as per. Okay. Meta Wing. Ah, right. If you're level 30, these two here, and also for the other wings, these two are your faction-specific challenges. That one, I believe, is the Under a Red Sun Lamp, and that one is Storming the Ivory Tower, or it might even be the other way around. One of them is Power Girl, one of them is Supergirl, and they're the level 30 challenges that you'll face for Marks of Triumph. Very cool. This is the PvE vendor for Pve Renowned vendor for LexCorp. It's the hijacked servitor. It's Brainiac gear basically. That's available for Marks of Triumph as well. Okay, over here we have the Phantom Zone Reaver set, which I used to be sporting, but not so much anymore. This is available for Influence, and like I said, I'll give a quick rundown of how you can get all of these things as well, so don't worry about the currencies. This one, Metallo's More, Pve Tier 1. Irrespective of whatever colour that you stick on this gear's shoulders, it looks green on the shoulder just above my wingtip there. It's just disappearing. If you can make that blue, yellow, red, green, whatever, the smoke coming out of it will still be that sickly green colour. It's awful. That's the worst thing about that set. Aside from that, it looks very cool. Okay, Pve Tier 2 is the excuse me, LexCorp Salvation, which is available for Marks of Distinction. Very, 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 very cool. I'll come back to the Kryptonian sets in a second. The Pve Tier 2.5 or PvP Tier 3, depending on where you go to and what resource you use, is the Avatar Bombardier set, which is available from the Meta Garage in the back. Over here in the Meta Wing Garage is the Influence vendor for Influence and Marks of Conquest for trinkets, necklaces, rings and weapons. You can buy them from this console. This console here, if I remember correctly, does your legendary avatars and also transforms Marks of Legend into Influence. 54-100 you get 50 Influence for 10 Marks of Legend. So if you've got 40 Marks of Legend, you get 200 Influence. Very cool. This one here is your Bloodbat set, which is role specific. See, Bloodbat, and it says requires role tank. See, there we go. So remember to pick the correct gear for your role. Healers get healers, trollers get trollers, and all that kind of jazz. Okie dokie. Kryptonian sets. DPS, Sunstone Edge. Kryptonian Controller, obviously, as Kryptonian Commander for the controllers. The next one is the Sunstone Bulwark for tanks. These look exactly the same. Kryptonian Medico for medics. irrespective of which faction you pick, they always look the same. They look the same for heroes, they look the same for villains. Okay, on we go to the Magic Wing, and here we go. Pve Renowned Gear. Like I said, these terminals here will give you your challenges. Pve Renowned Gear is sold by Kayam the Coveter. That's the Eternal set, Marks of Triumph and Cash. Over here you get your Shroud of Anubis gear, the worst gear in the game, available for influence and cash, legends and all that gubbins. Ages of Azarath, Pve Tier 1, fantastic looking gear, pity the wings don't flap. That's the worst thing about it. It's exactly the same as Dr. Fate's. Great looking gear, Dr. Fate's Faith for Heroes. Absolutely fantastic looking gear, but the wings don't move. And the same for this. The wings don't move on the Vengeance of Hecate, or Hecate, depending on how uber your English accent is. Okay, that's the Pve Tier 2, and available for Marks of Distinction. Over here we have the new Greco-Roman sets that are available from the Magic Wing. Going by the way that things have gone, Magic's always kind of Greco-Roman, Meta's always kind of Kryptonian. I can only assume that the next gears that we're going to get are going to be tech-based, so Batman-inspired or something like that. It wouldn't surprise me if that happened. Okay, you've got here Strength of the Ram, you've got Heart of the Lion. Over here you've got Spirit of the Stag, and over here you've got the Last Aurochs. That is the gear rundown for all of them. Okay, and in we go. Da 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 da, and we get back out near the mailboxes, not quite, they're over there. So that's a quick rundown of all the gears that you can get. Oh, one last thing. Toyman missions, for people that don't know where they are. They are these three purple lighty thingy whatsits here. Toyman daily challenges. If you like doing them, I do actually. They're fun. They're hard. You die very, very quickly sometimes. But if you're new to level 30, you might find that you're dying very frequently. But it doesn't matter. It's all good fun. So yeah, those are the missions for Toyman. Okay, that's going to be this video, hopefully, and I'll see you on the hero video that I do. Thanks a lot.